Hello and welcome back to Waifu Abuse Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider. That's Lara Croft, right? It's definitely Lara Croft. Anyway, yeah, on the last episode we got the most just insane intro of any game in a long time. Not simultaneously absolutely bonkers and completely nonsensical. Coupled with just an absurd amount of physical abuse to Lara because...
The lifeboat.
Oh yeah, that's gonna save you.
I must have gone inland.
I mean, I think you should worry about yourself first. You just took a... just got impaled on a piece of rusty rebar.
Okay.
Even with your tetanus boosters up to date, that's bad. It's real bad. I don't like this. I'm starting to remember why I didn't want to play more of this game. I get vertigo pretty bad, even in virtual situations. I don't like that. But of course, any opportunity to cause bodily, either severe or fatal bodily injury to Lara. Apparently. I'm trying to remember, what else is... Crystal Dynamics has made some other games recently. Hold on. Wow, they're not even notable enough to get like a table of games in their Wikipedia page, actually. Oh, they're actually... Oh, yeah, okay. They're longer running studio than I recalled, but... yeah. It's mostly Tomb Raider. Including some of the older ones. Could you take, like... Can I take more than a short stroll without you taking the camera from me? Even the original, I'm no huge fan of... Oh my god. I'm no huge fan of, yes, of course. Jesus, game, could you give me 2 seconds to get a word in edgewise?
Come on. Come on.
Oh, good. Alright. I didn't press E fast enough. Because God forbid they put it in the... I don't need an icon that shows me what limb she's using to do it. If there's a big red button, I'm looking for the prompt in the button, not next to it. Seriously, why is the prompt down at the bottom? It's not helpful. I'm no big fan of Uncharted, but is unequivocally, even the first one, fuck's sake, I forgot. Is this any better if I switch to the controller? Let's find out. I bet it won't even switch. Oh, it sorta does. Except for Yeah, so if I use the controller, it actually knows to show me the button there instead of just putting it next to it. What the fuck? Alright, that's just really badly implemented.
Come on. Come on.
Well, looks like I'm playing with the controller, not that it's gonna matter. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, for fuck's sake, just, yeah, drop something on me too. Whatever. Yep, it's fine. Are we done? Let me finish my fucking sentence that I had 5 minutes ago. I'm no big fan of the Uncharted series. But they're good games. They're unequivocally good games. For all their problems, they are made well. They handle tightly. They're well made. This is a mess. Hold on, I gotta find out now When did the first Uncharted come out? I want to say it was like 2008 or 9. ...2007. So this came out 6 years after, and it's kind of a mess. It's a little better with the controller though, so that's what we're gonna do for the foreseeable future. I'm not looking forward to shooting with it though. Jesus, could you wait until I get up to it to, if you're gonna just take the, if you're gonna take my control away anyway.
Come this way. Sam? Roth? Can anyone hear me? I've got to find them.
I mean, are you not gonna inspect that wound at all? Because you were stabbed. And honestly, you should have been a little bit... Really? Are we done? Oy vey. Well, there's some spooky skull totems and very loud music for some reason.
Looks a bad.
Hey, shaky cam. Could you get your camera under control? I have a oh my god. Well, perfect timing then. I was just about to make a comment about how this camera's really fucked up for a lot of reasons. Not the least of which is it can't decide whether or not to stare at her tits. Because the camera's not neutral. The camera's never neutral. I could go on multi-hour long tirades about how the camera is used and not used in games and how it compares to its usage, and of course there's one match. Compare its usage in the context of good and bad usage in cinema and TV. But anyway, yes, this camera has an obsession with looking at Lara's body. Because even though she's not overtly sexual, she is an attractive young woman. And the game can't just, like, let that lie. Now, admittedly, there's some preconceived notions of who and what Lara is that go with the territory from, you know, the 90s and early 2000s. But there's ways to not ignore that history entirely while still not having a camera that just stares at her butt or chest all the time. It's pretty bad.
Sam, this is serious. Oh, sweetie, I know. I'm just trying to lighten the mood here.
Clean the fucking lens.
What are you so worried about? I'm close to something. I'm sure of it. I just don't know if the others will listen. Or even if they should. Lara.
Time for exposition. Time for exposition.
I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. I trust you. Roth trusts you. You got this. Now let's take a break, okay? Okay. Okay. And Sam, thanks. She's not always this serious, you know?
I also have serious issues with the in media res approach to this, where this is essentially operating as a flashback when really they could have established the ship beforehand.
We've all got some kind of stake in this. The funding won't last forever, Whitman.
We could have played these scenes
No one believes Yamatai is that far east. The books simply don't support it.
Well, whoever wrote those books never found Yamatai. I've talked to Roth about this. There's no point in following in other people's footsteps, Dr. Whitman.
I refuse to bet my reputation on your hunch. I'm the lead archaeologist here.
And when were you last in the field without a TV crew behind you?
Got 30 years experience, 2 PhDs, 1 in East Asian history, so why don't you just stick to boats, Mr. Grimm?
Ship, Dr. Whitman. It's a ship. Don't need a PhD to know that.
Going east will take us directly into the Dragon's Triangle. That's where we need to go.
Lara, my little bird. I'd follow you almost anywhere, but that place has a bad energy.
Bad storms, more like, makes the Bermuda Triangle.
Get
look
it?
like Disney
He's
World.
brown, so he has to be the one to be mystical and shit. Oh, the tropes.
Some version of the truth. What if Yamatai was somewhere in the triangle itself?
Look, this is the satellite imagery from inside the Dragon's Triangle.
That doesn't look good.
If it's wet, I can sail on it.
Oh, don't tell me you're seriously
Reyes is right. We don't have the funds to piss about. It's now or never. Lara's offering fresh ideas and a plan. I'm the captain here. It's my decision. We're going into the Dragon's Triangle.
Why am I even here?
So now we've been introduced to a bunch of characters that we still know nothing about, except for we've established the tropes behind them. Now, why she watched that on the camera that she picked up instead of, you know, scavenging for anything else useful in that wreckage, who knows?
I can't just sit here.
But we've got our
I've got to find something.
vaguely Polynesian friend who's presumably strong and also is into the more spiritual stuff. We've got our asshole archaeologist who was our kind of rival.
God. What's going on?
Jesus.
Wait. I can use that bow.
We've got our sassy Asian friend who's also apparently the descendant of a great historical figure of some kind. The other white guy who happens to be militant, militant and aggressive, but seems to be on our side on things. And some other characters who may or may not matter.
Can't hunt with my bare hands.
Love that it's... There's also a lot of less overt... oh man, this is... Why is it taking the control away from me? It's just walking me through... do I have control now? I guess so. It's just walking me through a bunch of random set pieces. Time to fall again. Sure is lucky that that guy has been here so... Well, one, that corpse would not be in that shape.
Best form and technique in the world.
In a
Won't mean a thing if you can't.
semi-tropical environment like this, the guy would be rotted and probably, well, almost certainly his entire body will have fallen as he rotted, but...
Find something to eat.
Yeah, well, if you'd stop interrupting me, I'd get to say the thing I would keep meaning to say, which is, you gonna look at that stab wound? I mean, at this point, you've slept on it, so I guess you're not dead now, but you probably still got a decent chance of growing sepsis, if not some other issues, so... I didn't even see if it told me how to use this yet, but... Another thing I was interrupted in the middle of saying, the whole, like, well, let's see, what's, it's the right or left bumper. God damn it, I turned off depth of field, but there's still some depth of field shit going on, and I don't like it. I guess it's just like a blur vignette. That's bad. So obviously it has this, which is similar to Detective Vision, but, you know, implemented poorly. But then there's like, they don't do even any of the subtler design things that can help you lead a character or lead a player in by design. All right, where did you go? The same one or a different one? Probably the same one. Things like using light and color to highlight. Like you saw on the plane when I was climbing, they used some white there, but it's not as clear as well. Put it out of its misery. Come on. It's nice that you're using nice steel tip broadheads with your bundle of sticks bow. Probably want to be more careful than that, but okay. You know, even young Lara as an explorer, you'd think she would always have a knife or something on her, like in her boot or something. Flub there.
If you can learn to read the land and the stars, you'll always be able to find your way home.
Well. Hey, what's up? You gonna attack me for killing your friend? I like how they know when I draw my bow. They don't move until I do that. You'd think she'd have a knife on her, like a boot knife or something. I know they didn't expect to get, you know, their ship blown up, but still. I really don't know what I'm doing. It wants me to go back to the camp, but boy, there's a lot of wildlife here. It sure is convenient. And unbothered by me. Right between the eyes. Boy, yeah, doing that with an arrow, it's just not gonna work. I really don't like it. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. I can use. Okay, credit where it's due. I can use the controller and keyboard. Or, controller and mouse. It doesn't work so well here. I can't control the camera with the mouse this way. It doesn't like that. But I can move with the stick and draw and aim with the, it sort of takes the camera from me anyway, which... yeah, I'm not well practiced with playing first-person or third-person shooters with a controller, and I've never really gotten the hang of aiming with it. I tend to do very poorly, so that's a path or a problem we'll have to. What's the phrase I'm looking for? Bridge will cross. I think this is about as far as I got the last time as well, and given that I've only been playing for like less than an hour, I don't know what took me so long the first time. Unless it skipped something on this time around and I don't remember. I'd be surprised if that were the case, but anyway. Okay, I guess that's what it wants me to do. Not explaining much. I also really don't like the aesthetic of the like digital glitchy thing. It also happens, I was tempted to take footage of the game right as it starts, because when it's showing the, it's kind of unclear. When you start the game and it's showing things like the title, the initial title pop-up and the logos and stuff like that, there's a like digital glitchy effect that plays, and it was unclear to me whether that was intentional or whether that was like my GPU having an aneurysm. And anything that can be mistaken for a glitch is not good, and you shouldn't do it, basically, is what it comes down to. Okay. Listen, game, what do you want me to do? Yeah, it flashes white as well, and then it's got these, like, weird overlay things. It thinks it's really shiny and cool, but it's just kind of annoying. And I can't switch. I guess they're unavailable, but you could at least let me highlight them. Oh, we're right into it. Next thing.
Roth, you're alive.
Easy, easy. Are you okay? What happened?
I remember the beach. Then it went black and I woke up in a cave. There was this crazy man, Roth, and a dead body.
Oh, God. Where are you now, Lara? Are you safe?
It was so horrible. It's all my fault. This is all my fault.
Lara, listen to me. I sent an SOS from the Endurance before I abandoned her. Hopefully someone caught it. I've spoken to the others. We're regrouping at my location.
Please come and get me.
I have to stay here. You can do this, Lara.
Hey, camera, can you settle down, please?
You said the key was knowing that all you've got to do is just keep moving. Remember everything I've taught you, Lara. You're ready for this. And keep your radio on.
Okay.
I don't know if you necessarily want to keep your radio on. You don't have a way of recharging it, and you don't know how much battery is in it. But I guess we'll just ignore the existence of batteries.
Music.
Well, yeah, we're going to find out what's going on with that music on the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, as this goes on, the game will calm down, and I will be able to calm down with it and learn the pacing and get a word in edgewise when it's appropriate and not when it isn't. Yeah. Yeah, put your thoughts in the comments as usual. Oh boy. This game is weird. See you guys then.